Hello, and welcome to the 2019-2020 Student Government Executive Presidential Debate. First of all, congratulations to both of you for making it thus far. Today's debate will consist of a couple of questions that will help us understand your attitude and views towards leading the students at North Broward. Each candidate will have 45 seconds to answer the question. After each candidate has answered, they will have an optional 20-second rebuttal. But before we do that, each candidate will give a 1-minute introduction about themselves. Dylan, you may start.
Hello, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Dylan Jost, and I'm running to be your executive president. I'm running on a platform of real connection, real change, and real communication. And the reason I'm doing that is because at the end of the day, this election is about me or my opponent. This election is about you. I'm running to be your representative. I'm running to represent all of the student body, to represent your ideas, your ideals, and any changes you want to make. First of all, I'd like to ask all of you a question. You can answer it yourselves in your own mind. How would you describe your high school experience? For some of you, it may be okay. Some of you, it may be good. Some of you, it may even be great. But what I want to do, and what I intend to do for all of you, is to make it an outstanding experience. To make it enriching, exciting, and outstanding. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alexa Bryant, and I am also running to be your executive president. I've been at North Broward for 11 years, so the school feels like home and the people in it feel like family. For the past 6 years, I've been a part of student government, starting as 6th grade class secretary. Since then, I've grown a lot, and I've learned a lot about student government and the processes within it. This experience in student government has also helped me to make connections with administrators and faculty and a numerous amount of students that I wouldn't normally have connected with. These connections allow me to use your guys' voice to get what you want. I am committed to listening to you and talking to you personally because I recognize the communication issue that we have right now. But not only does student government need to be advertising more preemptively, but we also need to be listening to you so that we're planning events and we're putting on the other events that you guys actually want to go to. So I want to listen to you, I want to talk to you, and I really want to represent you next year. Thank you.
Okay, we're now moving into the questioning period. Again, you will have 45 seconds to answer each question, and an optional 20-second rebuttal. So, Alexa, you'll answer first, and then Dylan will follow. What is one thing you would like to see change at North Broward, and how would you change it? Please give us a specific example.
So, like I mentioned in my introduction, I am really committed to fixing some communication issues that we've had in the past. Talking to you directly, I would like to put suggestion boxes either around school or make it like an online form so that you guys have a direct and anonymous way to get in contact with student government in case you don't know a student government representative or you feel like you can't talk to your legislator. Along with that, I would also like to have a lunch talks, which was an idea presented to me, because I'm committed to talking to you directly, like I said, and making sure that your voices are heard.
I also believe communication is an issue, but more specifically, one thing I would like to see change is the process for you, the students, to propose any clubs, to propose any events, to have these things approved, because currently there are ways for you to do this, but they're laborious, they take too long. I want to streamline these processes, I want to make them easier, because at the end of the day, you are the students. The student government is about you. You should be the change you wish to see in the school. And I want to make that change that you wish to bring to the school as easy and as simple as possible.
Okay, Alexa, would you like to rebut?
Yes, please. So, being executive vice president this year, I've worked a lot with clubs, so I know exactly how to shorten this process and exactly how to make sure that this process is streamlined for presenting clubs and making sure that the high school experience is unique to you. I know exactly how to do this, and if I'm elected, I will make sure to put that process in place, like, immediately.
I agree that the process needs to be shortened. I also believe I know how to do that, and of course, that'd be one of the first things I did if I am elected your executive president.
Okay, Dylan, what would you do to maintain a positive working relationship with faculty and administration?
I believe one of the key components of maintaining a relationship with faculty, with administrators, is communication. I'm very active on my email, always respond immediately, And as I said, communication with anybody, but especially with faculty and administrators. If you don't talk to them, if you don't communicate any problems you have, if you don't communicate the needs of the students, nothing gets done. And I am here to bring your needs as students to administrators, to the deans, to the principals, to the headmaster. That's what I am here to do. I'm here to represent you. And so if you want to see something changed, bring it to me. I'll talk to the deans, I'll talk to the administrators, I'll talk to my fellow officers.
So, like I said, I've been in student government for the past 6 years, and being at the school for 11 years, I know a lot of the faculty and a lot of the administrators because, honestly, some of them have been here as long as I have, if not longer. These connections with them that I already have makes me feel comfortable just walking up to them and saying, hey, this is something that the student body wants. Is it possible that we can improve this aspect of our school? So listening to your voices and working with administrators and faculty and staff to get this done is how I am going to make sure that your voices are heard and your goals are met. Because ultimately this is for you, and so the connections that I already have with administrators will help me in reaching my goals and helping your issues be solved.
Director Butt?
I agree with what she said, but I also just want to be more specific in terms of if you, the students, have ideas, if you want to see the dress code, if you have problems with it, or you want to see something be changed, if you want to change the flick dining, if you want to change anything, if you want to pros a club, an event, I will take it to administrators. I promise you that.
Yeah, so in student government already, like we are meeting with the deans, we're meeting with Flick Dining, and so we already have that gateway with them. Like I personally have already been in classes where we've talked with them, and so I already know what we've said and making sure that we're not restating the same things over and over again while still getting your feedback across, because believe me, I agree with you on a lot of the aspects.
Okay. Both of you are very involved in other activities. How would you balance your responsibilities as executive president with others?
Yeah, so being in student government, I know what it takes. I know the time commitment that is put in because I've been doing it for ever, it feels like. So I've managed to balance my schedule and manage my time the past 4 years in high school, and I have a very rigorous curriculum this year, and I have managed my time and gotten all my assignments in and everything on time, because I have multiple calendars. Like I told the leadership when I met with them, I have multiple calendars so that I make sure that I'm always on task and I have enough time to do everything that I need to. Time management is one of my strengths, and I know the responsibilities of the president so that I know what I need to do and how to make time for those.
Obviously, I am a busy person. I'm involved in a lot of clubs, honor societies, especially theater, and various other commitments there. But Bill Gates once said, if you want to get something done, ask a busy person. And the reason he said that is because busy people, of which I am one, know how to get things done. They know how to organize their time. They know how to do what they need to do to enrich their experience, to enrich the experience of others, and to make this school, this community, as great as possible.
Would you like to rebut?
Yeah, I actually really like that quote, and I'm glad you said it because I completely agree with that. I honestly, when I'm not doing something, when I'm not busy, I feel like I'm not myself because I need to be productive and I need to have my day filled. And I feel really happy that a lot of this work that I would be doing is for you guys.
Director Swan. Okay. Dylan, what is this school's most important event or tradition and why?
I think this school's most important event, and one that has been going on for a long time, is War of the Wings, because it does raise a lot of money. It's a very fun experience for a lot of people. It's good for the community, and I think one of the reasons it's a very interesting event, it's very unique, is because it involves a school, it involves a community, and as I said, it raises a lot of money. So you have all these different wing places around town, and it helps them with advertising, and it helps us. We get some delicious food, and I think it's just an event that has been long-standing and should continue and even grow in terms of its size.
Yeah, so I actually agree with Dylan that the most important event or tradition is War of the Wings, but for slightly different reasons. I feel as though War of the Wings is an event that sets us apart from other schools, number one, because it allows us to get our community involved. but I also feel that War of the Wings showcases North Broward and the community around us. It allows us to make and show off the connections that we have with each other, because being here for so long, I know that there's connections within the student body and the administrators. And so it shows this community bond that we have, along with letting us all do some community service and raise money for a really great event.
Alright, so Dylan, how would you motivate the other members of your student government leadership team?
I would motivate the other members of my student government leadership team, both the executive board, as well as all of the class officers, as well as all of the legislators, because as a whole, that is all of student government. I'd motivate them by reminding them and telling them they have a responsibility, they've taken this responsibility to represent the student body. Because unlike the United States government, unlike Washington, where you have people from all over the country going to this one city, represent all these people, it's a little different. This is a community, this is a school, we're here to represent, but we have face-to-face communication with our peers. So I'd ask them to communicate with their peers, get their ideas, and I think that would in turn motivate them to make change.
Yeah, so I am a firm believer in making friendships and connections with the people that you're working with, because you can work with someone who you don't like, but it makes it a lot harder. So I think that motivation comes from enjoying what you're doing. And with a group of so many new kids in student government, I know that whoever wins, it's going to be a phenomenal group, but if I was elected president, I would ensure that everyone is enjoying themselves and having fun in their role, and then also making sure that they are reaching out to their student body so that they feel the payoff when their class or the people that they're representing feels as though their event has been successful.
Alright, that's all the questions we have time for today. Thank you both for participating in this year's debate. We hope that these answers will allow students to make an informed decision about who will be our student government executive president for the 2019-20 school year. Remember that Election Day is Wednesday, April 12th during second period. Please make sure you vote. Thank you and have a great day.